Hello there. We're going to be talking today about the new Seydel Symphony. Of course, this has the Kettlewell frictionless mouthpiece slider I made for it. We're going to be talking about the slide and the mouthpiece. And this is this new harp from Seydel, the Seydel Symphony. This is the ALU with the aluminum comb. And it has many, many design features which have never been seen before. It's very much a revolutionary harp. It's a huge shift for Seydel. And let's get started. Take a look at those mouthpiece screw heads on there. There aren't any because the screws don't go down, they go up. See these screws at the bottom here? They're quite long and they come up and there's a little bumper right there and a little bumper here. And basically you just, when they're in place, it screws into the mouthpiece from the underside. So let's just take one out. So you just take a screwdriver here. You've seen these before, and I just turn it, okay? And then you take your little finger and you just pull it out a little bit, okay? That's it. That's it. So there are many pluses to this design, and you can see here that little sharp area there, that's what actually the spring head, which is located on this side, not over here, but over here, that is what catches it, and it's under there. So you don't have the situation where if the slide pops off the slide spring head, it's going to grind and mess up your slide. It can't do that anymore. And again, you can just take that and just fit this back in, push it into place like this, and just put the screw, back in. Which has a lot of really wonderful advantages. One plus is that it's much easier to manage those bumpers. You're not trying to fit them through parts. And of course that slide is not coming off and getting gouged. That's very important. Another thing too is that a lot of harps depend on the down pressure, tightening this, for the correct fit of the parts. In other words, as you screw down those screws, you're making the parts fit correctly. It's not like this on this harmonica. It's actually CNC tool and die cut. This underside of the mouthpiece, it fits perfectly, and the space that's available for this is absolutely perfect. So whether the screw is real tight or loose, it's got the same tolerances, and it's a very precise airtight instrument from factory. So these parts are very accurate in how they're put together. And so that's a pretty cool thing. And of course you have one on either side, right? You have one on the right, you have one on the left. I do want to mention that if you take a look, this is a cross-tuned harp, right? That's a 9mm throw here. But it also comes with another slide, which is a short throw slide. This is a 7mm throw here. And you can put it in, and the slide actually moves only 7mm, okay? Which is kind of interesting. So you've never seen this before. This is a design where a harp is sold both with short throw slide and with long throw. As you can see, though, the hole through the slide to get to the chamber doesn't provide the largest possible amount of air. This one does. Also, you'll notice that the oval part here is smaller on this one that's the short throw slide. And that's because it moves a less distance. I'm talking about the cut in here for the mouthpiece screw. I also want to mention that these are thicker by about twice of what they normally are in a harmonica, and the flat blank that goes on top of the comb is also double thickness. These are heavy built and very, very precisely fit. And again, all I have to do to put this instrument together is just to pull this screw out and slide it in, and then come here with my screwdriver and just tighten it up. Just snug, no big deal. That's it. And this is actually an airtight harp from factory, which I think is really marvelous. Most of them aren't. And I'll just play a little bit for you here so you can hear what this sounds like. But I do want to mention it comes with 2 slides again, short throw, which is this one, 7 millimeters, this one long throw. The spring is at this end, not over here, and the screws come from the bottom. This is a major redesign, and I think it's just marvelous. It's easier, more precise, and this got a gorgeous tone across all registers, which you'll hear in a moment here. And I'll just play it for you a cappella. You'll hear the harp better. Isn't that gorgeous? And it's so even across the entire group of registers. So, I mean, it's just very even in the sound of the notes as you go up and down. They have about the same character. It's a very, very balanced instrument. But anyway, this was simply a discussion of the slides. And I do want to mention, look at this yummy button. By a yummy button, what I mean is, I've always been in favor of this shape at the very end. It's kind of oversized button, and it's a polymer. It's not like steel, so it's got a little bit of grip to your hand. I like that. Very comfortable. I play in this position a lot of the time when I play. Much rounder, gentler tone than you normally get from a stainless steel reeded harp. Anyway, I thought you'd enjoy seeing 2 slides, short and long throw. You access them by screws at the bottom, not on the top, and you don't use down pressure of mouthpiece screws. To set the tolerances, they're made correctly from factory. All you do is snug these up and the parts fit, and that is in here very snugly. So this is a very precise instrument, carefully constructed. I'm very pleased with this particular aspect. Actually, I like the whole harp very much. I also enjoy the covers. See how they're scalloped? And it's nice and open at the back to broadcast like the bell of a trumpet. See ya.